Yeah. Your boys are back in this place. We can't believe you're here. We appreciate you for being here. Mike, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. As you can see, we back. We back.
Had to,
We're back. All right, we're back. Okay. Back to
had,
reality. But
had to make some adjustments.
had to. Had to.
Still rocking the Overshown jersey, but guys, welcome to the show. If your first time, fearlessly forecasting with your boys, and yeah, so excited for this episode, and I'm excited because we actually have a really special guest. So this is the GOAT. He's the man, the myth, the legend, and this year's fantasy champion in our staff league. The one, the only, my boy, Tim Oos.
Uso! Nah, it's good.
Let him know how you are. How you doing, Tim?
This is a one-time fantasy champion right here. Shout out Puka. Love you, dog.
The GOAT, man.
So fair.
The
Bro,
GOAT.
man, he carried me all the way to the finals, man.
Let's go. So Tim, hold on. We need to break the ice immediately because guys, if you don't know, Tim is actually a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, but you wouldn't know that because he's got a Drake May jersey in the background. Tim, you need to explain yourself. You need to let us know what's up.
Man, I think today's news this weekend's news confirms
Your allegiance to another team.
my changing of guard and closing one chapter of my sports fandom to another chapter.
Hey,
But yeah, this past weekend I was able to go and see the playoff game with the New England Patriots versus the Houston Texans. Man, it was such a crazy game, such a explosive defensive played game, and so
yeah.
that was probably one of the craziest games I've been to in a long time. But yeah, man, defense wins championships, and I thought Houston's defense was amazing, and then New England's defense, they just surprised me, man. They made CJ Stroud look very not as good as he used to look. So yeah, man, it was an awesome game. Boston's such a crazy town. Everybody's a real hard New England Patriots community out there. So it was awesome.
They ride or die for their teams.
For real. I mean, the motto is we all we got, we all we need. That's all they got. You know what I'm saying? So
I respect it.
I
respect it, but okay. So here's the question before we jump into everything, all things sports. But so going into the game, I know Cav is a Patriots fan. I know you're a Patriots fan. Obviously, we're going for the Patriots going into the game.
Yeah, that's not a both sides up there. That's
yeah. Were going into the game knowing that you guys were going against Houston? Were you more worried about CJ Stroud, or you were worried about that Houston defense? As going for the Patriots, what were you worried about?
For sure, the Houston defense. I feel like that was the main component for that Houston Texans team. They could do whatever they want on defensive side, and then they just put CJ Stroud in position to do whatever he could on the offense. But I feel like the defense is what kept them and probably took them all the way to the playoffs this year. So it was a real strong defense, and I was real impressed with Houston's defense this year.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. No, yeah, I just had to get that take because there's somebody, who me and Mike know as a Patriots fan. He said he wasn't worried about Houston's defense, but I don't know about all that. All that. But it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna jump into it today. Right. So, like I said, if you are joining us for the first time, you're fearlessly forecasting with your boys Mike and Zay, and we got Tim joining us today, and I'm so excited for this episode. We got so many things to get to, but you may be asking yourself, why this specific title? Why the title of defense attorney? Well, let me tell you something. Something happened this past weekend in the divisional, and there's a lot of heat coming against number 17 of the Buffalo Bills. And I'm here to defend him as much as humanly possible and some points in some segments of this show, because I don't think it's right to put it all on one player, but deservedly so. Had a lot of turnovers, but we're going to get to that a little bit later. I'm excited for this week's episode, though. Let's get into it. So, Tim, we start off with our pet peeves. So Tim, why don't you go first? Something that bothers you, maybe something bothered you at the Patriots game, but just a pet peeve for you.
Well, let's see. I think I had this. So before we left, we had to go get some winter gear because I ain't got nothing snow. I live in Texas, you know what I mean? So I go get some snow gear, and we had to pull into the academy because we don't get no snow here in Texas. So they were giving away all the snow gear for like half off, like 50% off, 80% off. So we went to go do that, and people are like crazy, like rushing around the parking lot to like get a parking spot and cutting people off. Like, yo, it's crazy. Like, not only that, but like people are racing you as you're driving to that same spot. And so I'm like there's parking spots everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can walk a little bit. So anyway, we find a parking spot, we get inside the academy, and I'm waiting at the pickup counter. And the cashier at another counter, she looks over at me, and I'm trying to make eye contact with her. As soon as she sees me in my eyeballs looking at her, she automatically like turns the other way and pretends like she didn't see nothing. Because she's got a line of other people and waiting for to check out. So like intentionally ignoring a customer at another countertop, like I just lost it, bro. I had to sit there and breathe and then walk over and ask, like, hey, can someone please help me at this other countertop? And so
there you go. That's what you got to do, bro. Just being able to breathe in that moment, because
That's
it's a boiling moment for sure. But those are good, Mike. What you got?
Mine's a completely different route, fully different. I don't know what happened in the past like 10 years since, or like I guess I'm more like 15 since I've been in middle school, right? And I get it, you know, these are very formative years. Kids are like kind of growing into themselves, trying to find out who they're gonna be, what their identity is, you know. But kids nowadays, man, I'll be like, hey, bro, like, what's up? And they're like this.
They're just looking at you. No words. No
Dude,
words.
like, what's your name, bro? What?
Bro.
The awkwardness is just, it's insane. I don't know what happened. I was talking to my dad about it. He was like, it's those damn iPads. Of course, old head. Like, I mean, whatever. But he's probably right to some degree. But it's insane. Like, they could, because I see them at the gym and they're standing, they're just.
No words, just looking around.
They're like, all right, bro, we're gonna go warm up. We're gonna go warm up.
Bro.
It's weird. Like, it's weird. What do I do in that situation? I don't know what to do. You got to give me some, and I can play off of that. You know, this is a back and forth. I can't. I'm not the guy. Me especially. I'm not the guy that's gonna carry a conversation. If I like, especially at young adults, if I go up to somebody, I'm like, "What's up, bro?" and they're like, "What's up?"
That's the end of the conversation.
That's it. I'm walking away. What do we?
You had no plan B. That was the only plan.
Right. Yeah. So
no,
I don't know, man. You guys get some people skills, all right?
Have a conversation in your pocket that's ready to, pull out and just talk about random
something,
stuff,
man. Do something. Give me something, right?
It's true.
Old white men are the best at this. There's an old white guy that comes to the gym, bro, and he comes in, he talks about nothing for 45 minutes, and I have no problem with it because he's talking and he's passionate about what he's talking about. He's like, yeah, can you believe the weather right now? I mean, it's like
the older they are, the better conversations they have.
I can't believe the weather right now. I can't. Tell me more about it, dude.
Tell me more about it. Insane. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I think the spirit's moving because me and Tim are on the same page. Look, I was talking to my wife about it literally yesterday, because we went to HEB, and if you're watching this from anywhere outside the valley, you're not gonna understand this, okay? Because I hate when I'm talking to people And I'm like, yeah, it's cold here. You know, it's cold here right now. And they're like, how cold is it? And I'm like, yeah, it's like 34. They're like, bro, it's not cold. Hey, it's usually 95. So it's cold. Okay. It's cold for me.
Yeah.
But they have that argument over and over again. But here's my issue. The problem is that this next week here in the valley, it's supposed to be really cold, right? It's going to be in the 30s and then in the 40s, and then it'll stay there all the way up until Monday. I don't know what's past that. Look, I only know the weather app. That's all I know. I'm not watching the weather channel. I just look at the weather app, and that's what I know. So, till next Monday is what we got, and it shows that it's going to be cold. Here's my issue. Number one issue. Whenever it's cold, so many things happen. You get a phone call from your grandpa, from your dad, from your uncle, your aunt, your mom. Turn on the water. Your pipes are gonna get frozen. My dad, not that guy. I was asking him about it. He's like, "Hey, the pipes never freeze. Don't turn on your water." So I'm looking at both opinions, right? I'm looking at the guy on YouTube, and then there's my dad. Who am I gonna believe? Probably my dad. So that's one, right? And then when you go to any store during this time when it's supposed to be cold, everything's gone. Everything's gone. My wife was like, hey, we need bread. So go over to the bread section because the HEB was packed. So she was like, let's split up. You go to the bread. I'll go over here, which I'm going to be
I'll
honest.
get everything else.
Yeah, I didn't like it because then I couldn't find her. She was like, yeah, I'm going to be in the milk. I'm like, I'm in the milk. Where'd you go?
Wow.
So I go to the bread. And she's like, make sure it's the white bread, the HEB brand. I was like, okay. So now I got to look for a specific bread because I was just going to go in there and grab anything. So I'm looking for it. Can't find it. So I just grabbed 2 random ones. She's like, we got to go back. Oh, no. So we go back and I'm like, look, it's not there. It's not there. It's been distributed. It's gone. And sure enough, all the bread gone. All of it gone. The toilet paper gone. Water's gone. I don't understand. Guys, there's nothing that's going to be, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But my last thing is when it's packed at all of these places, here's what I despise the most. When people are driving and they see that it's packed, don't go to the front of the store and start looking for a parking space. I got a news flash for you. There's not going to be a spot there. There's not going to be a spot there. Go to the back and park back there. Because here's what happens. Then I get behind the guy who wants to put his blinker on for the spot that's all the way in the front. And guess what? If I was that guy who was in the car that was I'd turn off my car. Somebody put their blinker on, I'm turning off my car. You're not going to get in this spot right now. Okay, you're holding up 15 cars behind you. Don't do that. Park anywhere else. Anywhere you want. Also, people, the same applies to the people who show up late to things. This past week, we had an event. It was 7:30, right? 7:30. The thing started at 6:15. The service started at like 7:30, 7:45, whatever. People are showing up at 7:30 looking for front row parking. Guy, you're not going to get it, okay? You're going to park in zone 4 all the way in the back because guess what? You decided, yeah, I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A before this. Then I'll hit up the service. Hey, well, guess what? Go ahead and park in the back. I'm on the team telling him, hey, let's make your way to the back. And he's like this, no, I can find a spot. I'm like, really? I've looked through the whole area. There's no spots there. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So
You're gonna parking lot shark.
Yeah.
Follow people walk into their cars.
yeah,
Parking lot
bro,
sharks.
It's insane. So I
It's
don't know.
always the people that need the extra steps the most that refuse to find.
The spots in the back.
Yes, they refuse.
It's just not happening. It's not happening. So, many pet peeves, especially on my end. I mean, I think I had like 4 of them in about, 4 minutes. So that's unfortunate. But you need to pray for us. But here's what we always say. Don't be the problem, be the solution. Figure it out. Do what you got to do in order to be the solution. But we're going to move on. We got a packed show for us, and we're going to move on to our verse. And I'm excited for this segment right here. We got our verse. And so I'm going to read it for us, and then we'll just talk about one thing, a couple things that stick out to us. So 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 15, it says, see that no one pays back evil for evil, but always try to do good to each other and to all people. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 15. It's a good verse. Short, sweet, to the point, but all the more powerful in my opinion. So Tim,
Yeah.
why don't you tell us, I don't know, something that sticks out to you, one thing that sticks out to you?
Man, Paul is he's just like reinforcing just I think trying to show people how to be different. I mean, I'm sure at that time
Mm.
the norm was, somebody hits you, you hit them back, somebody pokes you in the eye, you poke them back in their eye, you know what I'm saying? And so Paul's just reinforcing, do the opposite. If someone does something bad against you, don't do anything bad against them in return. Just try to do good things that will help each other and help everyone else. And so he's just reinforcing the fact that we need to live in the opposite spirit of what the world
Mm.
lives in. And then I think that's the only way that you represent, yourself as a Christ follower, as a believer, and then just showing others that there's a better way to live our lives together.
That's great. Great. I love it. Mike?
Yeah, it reminds me of Mark in the Sermon on the Mount when he's talking about anger and he's talking about divorce and adultery and all these different things, and basically the point that Jesus is making is or the shift that he wants people to see is that it's not about your acts, it's about your heart posture. It's about how you feel when you're doing these things. And so kind of in the way that Tim was saying, like it's just so crazy to think at one point that like they're in Mark 5 when he's talking about anger, as if you've heard it said that if somebody commits murder that they are subject to judgment, and that judgment was death. So it's eye for an eye, and Jesus came to contradict that and to change the way that culture did things, and Paul understood it fully, and he's just reinforcing that. So
For sure. No, that's great. Sermon on the Mount, you talk about a sermon where Jesus is just literally showing us exactly what Tim's talking about, just a completely different way of living your life, completely different way of doing things. Something I love about this verse is I love the ending. To me, the way that I look at scripture and the way that I read scripture is like there's no word or sentence or period or semicolon that is by accident. I feel like it's all intentional. And so here, when I read this verse, it's talking about obviously not paying back evil for evil. And when it gets to the part after the comma where it says, but always try to do good to each other. And I love this part because it's making it, to me, it's making it seem like do good to each other. So do good to the people that's around you. Do good to the friends that you have. Do good to your family members. Try and do good to those people, even when they do evil back to you. But I love the ending, and to all people. So this is going deeper. It's going deeper than just family. It's going deeper than friends. It's going deeper than people that you know. But at the end here, he's saying, you know, don't pay back evil for evil with your loved ones, but also don't do that to anybody else, to other people as well. Don't do that for anybody else in your life. And I think that this is an important thing for us to know and for us to understand. So that's what I think about this verse. But yeah,
It's good.
think this is a good verse.
it's a
Great,
great verse.
yeah, great verse for us to dissect and jump into. But moving on to our next thing, we're not gonna jump into sports just yet. We got quite a little bit of things to talk about within sports, but we got to get to and actually an exciting topic that I'm excited to get into. So you guys know we do keep 3, cut 5. And so we've done it usually with sports or with teams, but today we're gonna do a really good one. We're gonna do keep 3, cut 5 desserts. So I got 8 desserts on here, and we gotta keep 3 and cut 5 of them. So here's what I want us to do. I'm gonna say it for both of you. You guys make your own lists, so you guys both can cut and keep. You don't have to do the same one, but here we go. So first one on the list. Mike, you go first, then Tim. First one on the list, brownies. Brownies.
Oh man.
See, here's the thing. I like to I like to consider myself. I'm gonna get real close for this one. I like to consider myself a professional thick boy. All right. I'm a thick guy. All right. You see me, I don't got abs. I'm thick. Okay. And it's for this reason. It's because I can't get off the sweets, much like a lot of you. That being said, brownies, I'm like in the realm of all desserts possible. I am going to have to cut them because I'm just not the biggest fan of chocolate. I'm just not a big chocolate guy. Okay.
Tim, keep cut brownies.
Bro, I'm already done. I have to keep the brownies. Like, there's so many things that go into brownies, like across the world. Like, you can put whatever you wish into brownies. Like, and the consistency of from the bottom of the cake, the brownie, it's super soft and spongy. And as you work your way to the top, once you get to the top layer, bro, it's like once you push down into the crust. I call it the crust because like once you break it open, you see the crackles happen on the top of that top layer of the brownie. Oh my gosh, bro.
Tim's
this segment's
making
gonna take
brownies
us
after this.
40 minutes.
Bro. If you think of like the earth, how like you break into the crust and you go deeper into the core of the earth, like that's the same thing I think about a brownie. Like there's layers to it, but you don't make no layers. It just naturally happens like that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, brownies is like my top, bro.
It's a
Especially if
staple.
you make it right. It's a staple, bro.
All right, so Tim's
that's
keeping Tim's keeping
Mm.
brownies, and Mike is cutting brownies. Next one, here we go. Cinnamon rolls.
Big pass.
You're asking the two fat boys on this.
So Mike, you already cutting?
Hard pass. Listen, if you like cinnamon rolls, something's wrong with you.
What?
All right, they're overrated.
Oh my!
So overrated.
I think I know the reason why they're overrated. It's because you have to work to get to the best part of the cinnamon roll.
That's fair.
There's work involved in getting to the best part of cinnamon roll. That's
true.
That's why I think it's overrated.
I get it. So I'm assuming both of you it's going to be a cut for cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, just because there's so much you have to do to get to what you really want out of a cinnamon roll, which
too
is
much dough. The dough's a little bitter.
Just go to
the icing's trying to cover it up. It's weird.
Go to Schlotzsky's, get the they sell it in
the little bites.
The little bites. That's all you need.
Those are good. I get it. Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Next one, cheesecake.
I'm starting to think I should have kept brownie.
Insane.
Cheesecake. I'm passing hard on cheesecake too, dude.
Oh man. Honestly, it depends on who makes the cheesecake for me. Like,
well, the way that I'm thinking is the best cheesecake the best piece you've had. Doesn't make it as a keep.
I'm gonna have to pass just because I've had worse cheesecakes and I've had really good cheesecakes.
All right, so Mike has started off with cutting 4. Tim has cut 3. He kept brownies. Next one on here actually cut. Okay, my math sucks. Anyways, all right, next one on here, chocolate chip cookies.
Here we go. Yes. Now we're talking, man. Give me all of that.
So Mike's the key for the chocolate chip cookies, Tim.
I don't think you can mess up a chocolate chip cookie. Honestly, it's really hard to mess up a staple of the dessert world, which is a chocolate chip cookie. Right.
It's crackly.
You got milk. Milk fixes everything with chocolate chip cookies.
Man. Come on.
No matter how bad you make it, unless it's real salty, then that's the only way to mess up a chocolate chip cookie.
Instead of putting a teaspoon, you put a tablespoon in your dough. Right. And it's like, well, it's a cracker.
All right. Okay. So Mike's kept his first one. Tim has kept chocolate chip and brownie. His next one is tiramisu cake.
I'm gonna be honest. Never had it.
Whoa.
Not once in my life have I ever had it. So I'm gonna pass hard. I don't think I would like it. It doesn't. It's never been appealing to me either. So
My wife will be mad when I say this, but I really don't like tiramisu cake. I mean, I drink coffee because I need the caffeine, but if I'm eating a cake like coffee,
Bro,
it's past
Yeah.
that's
me.
hilarious.
I give it to my wife. Like she'll eat.
I was getting a poll of desserts and tiramisu was thrown out. I put it on here, but honestly, it doesn't belong here in my opinion. But it's exited out. So here we go. Next one.
I gotta keep these two.
No. We got three. We got three left. Three left.
Oh, I got three more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're gonna keep this one, Mike. I'm not gonna lie. This is a if you know, you know. I'm not gonna lie. The Snickerdoodle pancakes from IHOP. Bro.
Those. So everything that I said was wrong with cinnamon rolls got fixed with those pancakes. They're fluffy. The bread is just right. Oh my gosh. That being said, though, I don't know if that's that doesn't really count as a dessert.
I mean, I don't know.
Breakfast
It's
as a
bread.
dessert.
It's got icing, you know.
I get it. Do I roll the dice? That is one of the most not so much the cinnamon roll ones, but when we went to where did we go? I think it was Denny's. And it was like a limited thing, and they were doing like a snickerdoodle. It was the same idea, but dude, oh my god, that blew my mind apart.
It was unreal.
Denny's got
Unreal.
good breakfast.
That was one of the best bites I've had of a pancake in my life. So I think I'm gonna have to keep those.
There you go. So Mike keeps it. Tim.
I remember
drooling.
having it a long time ago, but it's like eating dessert, just like you were saying. Denny's do got some good waffles too. I don't know if you ever had that, but they like pour sugar into that mixture. So like,
yeah.
But I think it was way too sweet for me though, from the last time I had it. So I might have to pass on this one.
That's fair.
Ooh, so Tim's gonna pass. All right, we got two left. Next one is apple pie.
Oh man, you ain't American unless you like apple pie.
Oh man, that's a good one.
And both of you guys got one keep left with the apple pie, and then there's one more after.
But I know Isaiah loves waiting for the last thing, and he loves putting the best option at the very, very end. And apple pie can only be so good, you know. So maybe I screwed this up. We'll see. But I'm gonna pass because you can only really get so good with apple pie. But I mean, apple pie with ice cream, elite combo.
Only way.
So Mike's gonna cut Tim.
How many do I got left?
One. You got one keep
got one
left.
I think I'm gonna treat it the same way I treat cheesecake. Like I've had really good apple pie and I've had horrible apple pie. So like, but I stand by what I said. Like, you ain't American unless you like apple pie, just because
That is true.
I don't know why, but it's like the dessert of America, I guess.
It is true. With a slice of cheese.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. I'm gonna pass to see what the next one is. I think.
Okay, so here we go.
And
So
just eat it.
Tim kept brownies and chocolate chip cookies. Mike
Oh wait, we got the
kept
same one.
Mike kept chocolate chip cookies and the Snickerdoodle pancakes, and they both are keeping the last one on this list.
Don't hose me right now, man.
Honestly, not my favorite at all. I really don't like it, but you guys could. It's peach cobbler.
Oh, I love peach cobbler. Special ice cream. I'll take that over apple pie.
I hosed myself, man. I should have taken brownies.
Mike could have the brownies.
Oh man.
Okay.
Peach cobbler is good though.
Peach
cobbler is very, very, very good.
All right, guys. Here's the thing, though. You know what's hilarious? We just spent 12 minutes talking about food. I mean, talk about a segment that can get
Fat
us
boys.
talking. It is
Yeah.
the food category. But let's jump into all things sports because we got some stuff to talk about. We got some stuff to talk about. So, Chase Tower QBs, Mike, you got to throw it up. This is the playoff edition. Here we go. This is what we got left. So, eliminated this past
Damn.
weekend. Caleb Williams, Brock Purdy, CJ Stroud, Josh Allen. Lots of different things that you could talk about between those four. You could say Caleb made the greatest fourth down throw we've ever seen. You could say Brock Purdy once again showed his true colors. You could say CJ Stroud, they should have put in Davis Mills. You could say Josh Allen, he's the reason they lost. So many things you could say, but here's what we got. We got four guys left, and I got them ranked here. I got Jared Stidham at the very bottom, where he belongs. Look,
Wild card.
Listen, wild card. Listen right here directly to the camera. There are some that are saying they are more nervous facing Jared Stidham than they are CJ Stroud. And I'm here to tell you that's ridiculous. In my opinion, I think the Patriots should be a lock to the Super Bowl. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So, next one on the list, I got Sam Mid Darnold. Yes, this is correct. This is the right statement. When the defense is cooking, when Kenneth Walker is cooking, this team looks great. And Sam Darnold doesn't need to do much. He needs to hope for the same thing against the Rams. He needs to hope for the same thing because if he has to throw, I'm nervous. He could get it done, but I'm nervous with the ball in his hands. Next guy is Tim's guy, Drake May. Guy has looked good. He's looked sharp. He's looked calm, collective. But can he get it done in the big time? We're about to find out. And the guy at the top is everybody's favorite quarterback. My favorite quarterback especially. It's Matthew Stafford. He's the MVP. There's no doubt in my mind about it. Tim, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of the rankings.
I think it's fair. Stafford, Mays up there. I think Sam Darnold, I think he deserves a little bit more than where he's at, but JSN is definitely, helping him out in that area.
Yeah.
Because he's throwing to, 2-3 good wide receivers out there, so he's got options. May honestly, just this year I've paid attention to him. Like he's butt off to just be a good quarterback. So he deserves where he's at right now. And like I said, Stidham's a wild card. Like I haven't seen a lot of games from him before, and he hasn't played a whole lot this year either. So I'm excited to see what he brings to Broncos, but I think Patriots are gonna run over them. We'll see.
I couldn't agree more.
I still think Josh Allen still can be a really elite quarterback. I know we'll get into that in a little bit, but I think if he had a good wide receiver core, he would be a lot higher than where he is, even though he's eliminated.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, on this show, I mean, you got the guy who's the host that loves him, so he's gonna always be at the top, but he's eliminated today. But Mike, you look like you agree with the Sam Darnold thoughts. Tell me.
Yeah, I think none of these quarterbacks really had like amazing performances when you really like dive deep and like watch the games again. I think the guy who looked the best was Caleb and then Sam Darnold. Like Caleb looked incredible in the fourth quarter. And then that throw, I've real quick about that Bears game. I've never seen a game where you can literally place all of the blame on one person. You can put all of the blame, every single ounce of it, on DJ Moore for running that terrible route and giving up halfway through. Because Caleb got the ball in a spot where he was going to be able to get it, and he gave up on the route and ended up throwing a pick. And the cornerback made an insane pick. Insane catch.
Yeah, that was
so
ridiculous
catch. Never seen before.
I think that the Bears were going to go win that game until DJ Moore did that. And then just completely ruined their chances. Obviously, if you give Stafford the ball twice, he's going to go win the game. Like, he's got too much experience. He's been doing it his whole career. So, Yeah, I think those top three need to be just a little bit closer together. Again, Drake
agree.
May threw for 3 touchdowns. Those 3 touchdowns easily, very easily, in those conditions could have all been incompletions, all of them.
He had good
Um,
receivers out there.
but they weren't. You know, sometimes that's just you when the ball is rolling your way, it's rolling your way, and so, um, obviously Stroud should probably not even get his card renewed next year. You know,
Just
unfortunate, but
just an unfortunate sequence of events for him. But
yeah.
you know, I hear what you're saying. I think the thing with Sam Darnold that just I feel like he's just been put in the best situations these past 2 years. Last year he had Kevin O'Connell, and say what you want about the guy, but that guy, I don't know what he is. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how he's encouraging these quarterbacks, but he gets it done as a coach, and he builds up those quarterbacks the way that they need to. I understand JJ McCarthy, the whole thing, he's working on that right now. But like Kirk Cousins, you know, Sam Darnold last year, and then now Seattle get Sam Darnold, and you're thinking to yourself, man, this is really what we're gonna see. And JSN emerges, you know, the run game, it looks, you know, okay. It's what he can do. Great offensive line, amazing defense, great coach. So there's a lot of pieces to this that I just don't know. And so it's going to be good to be able to see him hopefully put in a position where he's going to go win the game. He's going to go get it done. He's going to do what he needs to do. So we'll see what happens. But let's dive deeper. Let's dive deeper into Zay's corner. There's two guys that I want to look at. Two guys. The first guy is Drake May. So with Drake May, we went 16 for 27, 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Had a couple rushes, 4 rushes for 10 yards, nothing huge. But with that performance, there's a lot of variables that we're thinking about. They played the Houston defense, okay? 3 touchdowns looks great. 179, it's doable. But here's the thing that you got to love the most about, and the reason that I think this is reason to be excited as a Patriots fan. For me, when I watch Drake May, there's a calmness that, hey, I can make these throws. I can make any throw on the field, but I'm not going to force anything. That's what I love the most about Drake May, is if he's going to make a ball, if he's going to throw a ball, he's going to put it in a position where only his receiver can get it, like the throw to Kayshon Boutte. That throw was gorgeous.
Mhm.
I know that catch was awesome, but to put the ball in that position for him to go make that play, that's a beautiful ball.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was there live watching that play happen, I thought he dropped the ball. Like it
Yeah.
looked so out of reach for Booty to go grab that ball that after he threw it, I was like, okay, it's an incompletion. And then bro picks up and then stands up and celebrates, and the fireworks go off and everybody's going crazy. I'm like, oh, he actually caught the ball.
Yeah. But it's like that throw, that receiver making that play like that, those are good things. The thing that I've talked about the most on this show is a completion percentage. For Drake May, I know he finished the regular season, I think, with like a 72. But for this playoff game, going 59%. Now, again, a lot of things, a lot of variables, the Houston defense. Now, Denver's defense is good. They're going to play in Denver. But you have to get the best Drake May, in my opinion, to continue to build on this. Because me personally, I think they're going to roll over the Broncos. But you got to be thinking forward. The Rams defense pretty good. Seattle's defense unbelievable. To me, Seattle's defense the best in the league. Not even close. But that's Drake May. All right, Mike.
Mhm.
I need the lone shot to defend 17 for
Oh,
just a
gosh.
second. I need it for just a second. So, if you didn't watch this Buffalo Bills game this past week, there was a lot of emotions going on, especially you guys know me. Josh Allen is my guy, has been my guy. I've been hoping for him to win one. And everybody has put all the pressure and all the chips on his table saying this is the year because Mahomes isn't there. Lamar's not there. Burrow's not there. This is the year for Josh. But we got to understand something is that it's any given week. It's any given Sunday, and anybody can come out on top during the playoffs. They played the Jags week 1. I don't know if you know, but the Jags were a steaming hot team with their run defense, with the defense that they have, especially the Bills being dominant with James Cook. The run defense is important. and Josh Allen was able to get it done. Now we're going into Denver, and you go into Denver, and Josh Allen goes 25 for 39, 283, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, rushes for 12 yards, 66 yards, and has 3 fumbles. Too many turnovers. And here's what I want to say to Josh. This is on him. The turnovers are inexcusable. Can't make those throws, can't make those dumb plays, especially before halftime. Can't do that. But why does Josh need defense? Because the end of the game happened. At the end of the game, if you're not aware, there's another controversial playoff catch that happens in this year's playoffs as well. It's happened in multiple playoff appearances. We know as Cowboy fans is what happened in 2014. And here it happens again. And I'm going to tell you why this is important. So Brandon Cooks runs a post over the middle. Josh Allen throws a ball. I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit behind him. Cooks pulls it down. Okay. Defender has his hands on it, pulls it down, goes to the ground, lands on the ground, and once he spins, the Denver guy then pulls it out as he's spinning. Now, why is this important? Well, we know 2 things. You go to the ground with the ball, that's your ball. 2, if there is a tie between the defender and the offensive player, guess who that tie goes to? The offensive player every single time. If you don't believe me, go back to 2012 when the Seattle Seahawks played the Green Bay Packers. Russell Wilson throws a Hail Mary to Golden Tate. Golden Tate does not come down with it. The safety comes down with it. But who did they give it to because Golden Tate had his arms on it? They gave it to Golden Tate. So what does this show me? That every single time the refs are going to give it to the offense because that's the way that it's been given every single time. So that's the way it needs to be dealt with in that game. Now, why is this important? In the Chicago game, this also happened. If you remember, the Rams were driving down the field, and Matthew Stafford throws a slant to Davante Adams at the first down, and Davante, guess what? He catches it. Defender has his hands on it. Davante's knee goes down, and the Chicago Bears defender comes out with it. Now, immediately, the ref gets on there because he knows ball and says, the player caught it and was down by contact, and they moved on from it. And that's exactly what should have happened in the Bills game. But it didn't happen. And this is my problem. Every single time that Josh Allen has lost in the playoffs, yes, he has the biggest role to play in it. But make no mistake, there is other variables that aren't fair to put on him. The 13-second game, he did his job. And guess what? The Chiefs scored in 13 seconds. Nothing you can do there. Didn't get the ball in OT. Guess what? They played the Chiefs in 2024 in Buffalo. Josh Allen drives down the field to tie the game. And what does his kicker do? Wide right. There's nothing that he can do about those things. And that's why it's not fair to put all of it on him. Majority of it is on him. But the slander must stop, needs to stop. And I got to be on here to say it. But boys, I don't know. Tell me what you think. You disagree? You don't agree? I mean, I don't know.
I will offer this as far as the interception call. Last year, I think 2024, week 11, the Pittsburgh Steelers played the Ravens. And a rookie at that time, Peyton Wilson, was a linebacker. This dude was covering Justice Hill, the running back. He caught the ball. Peyton Wilson tackled him, rolled over, ripped the ball away from him, and came up with the ball as it basically called an interception. So it was almost the near exact same play that the Steelers had in week 11 last year. So what I'm thinking is that referees are now changing how they call these interceptions and, completions, things like that. I will agree with you, though. It's not – Josh Allen is basically the motor of that entire offense, and so everything runs through him. He's a great quarterback, elite quarterback. You can't make those same mistakes. But also, who's he throwing to? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's his number one? He doesn't have
pass was
Stephon
to
Diggs no
Brandon
more.
Cooks.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Brandon Cooks been on like 4 different teams in the last 5 years. So, so
It's true.
honestly, I mean, Josh Allen hasn't had a number one wide receiver since Diggs left, at least in my opinion. He's got a lot of tight ends, but I just think he needs a go-to guy to be able to make it to the next level because he's making, you know, making things happen on his own out there.
For sure, Mike.
Here's the thing about the Josh Allen narrative and why people say the things that they say about him. And I agree with them to some degree. Number one, if you watch the clip in full speed, it's a pick. If you want to slow it down and you want to, his knee hit the ground at whatever, go ahead. Whatever they called on the field, that call will never get overturned. If they had called it a catch, that would have got like not overturned, but
Yeah. I got you.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So because they called it a pick on the field, there's no way that is enough evidence to overturn it. So that, of course, it's going to stay a pick. And if you watch it in full time, it looks like a pick. Like, you know. That being said, besides the interception, obviously he had a bad game. Obviously, you can't do that, right?
Yep.
This is what we're seeing now. What you saw in those past years when Josh Allen couldn't get it done was it's not him, it's his kicker. And I feel like no other quarterback really gets that treatment. It's like it's Josh Allen versus the world. And if he had got it done, wow, it would have been like, oh my God, he did it without a wide receiver one and whatever. But when he doesn't get it done, nobody wants to blame him. And so now finally there's a game where you can put some blame on him. And it's a complete overcorrection by the media where now everything is his fault. He's the reason that they're losing these games. And then now they're like cherry picking stats from these past games to prove this point. So, yeah, I mean, it's tough, but you can't, I mean, this game for sure was on him. You can't be that loose with the ball in overtime.
Yeah.
You know, you just can't. They were playing in Denver. Players were cramping up. You know, there's no oxygen up there. Like there's a lot of like factors. So I agree, but I agree with you. Like you can't put all the blame on one guy for the most part, unless you're DJ Moore. Shout out to you, man. But like you just can't do that, especially on a quarterback, because he can only control so much. But that being said, you can't. If you turn the ball over that many times in that important of a game, people are going to talk about you.
For sure.
Flat out.
For sure.
CJ Stroud.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Just like they're talking about my guy Stroud right now, man. This is okay. All right. I'm glad Tim brought this up because now it's my turn. All right. Now it's my turn. I've never, ever, guys, I'm a Cowboys fan. All right. My quarterback is Dak Prescott. He's like 2-6 in the playoffs. He sucks. All right. He sucks. And every time we lose, people are like, yeah, Dak's the problem. But then they get over it in a week. I've never seen a quarterback get as much scrutiny as CJ Stroud after a loss. And I understand. 5 picks, 5 fumbles in 2 games in the postseason. The most important games, you're not taking care of the ball. I get it. But I've never seen people do a complete 180 and talk about a quarterback as viciously as I've seen them talk about Stroud. They're talking about you need to trade him. Is he done? Is he a bust? Bro, he was an MVP candidate 2 years ago. Look, I'm going to be honest. What I believe the problem is for CJ is he was seeing ghosts out there the entire game.
Oh, no.
He was seeing ghosts. All right.
That's not what you want to hear.
It's not. And that could dome him up for his entire career. From this point forward, he gets to the divisional round again. He could get in his head, be like, oh my God, like what if it happens again? And I'll be honest, the way he's handling this media scrutiny is not the best. I mean, this guy is just talking. Seems like he's talking out of his butt. Like he doesn't know what to say. He never went through a media training.
Like Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah. Like Fernando, I saw a clip of Fernando Mendoza. He's like, "Yeah, the Raiders are the whole organization. They're all legit guys. I would love to go." Shut up, dude. You don't want to go to Las Vegas?
He said great
Get out of here.
coaches there.
Come on, man.
Get out of here, man. No, but I think the problem is the protection. I think CJ Stroud lost all of his confidence in his O-line, and as soon as that first sack happened, and as soon as he especially in a game like that, like it's a crazy important game, he starts getting a little jumpy. He wants to get out of the pocket quick, and then start forcing stuff. And so, I mean, the
And
Patriots
no Nico.
no Nico.
No Nico. Yeah.
Don Schultz. So his two
No Schultz.
number one targets were out. That being said, the Patriots had just a great defensive scheme, and I can't do anything except for just like tip my hat, for the Patriots. But my point is, I've never seen even Josh Allen right now is still like people are talking about CJ Stroud like he's a bum, and it's crazy to me. I don't get it.
Yeah. It just shows you just what the media does. They can one day completely be on your side, MVP, this guy's the next coming of this or that or whatever. And then, the next day you have a bad day and there they are, just ripping you to shreds. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately, sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But moving forward, we got the rest of the playoff bracket left. And with that, it's going to be the Patriots versus the Broncos, and then on the NFC side it's going to be the Rams versus Seattle. So rapid fire right here, boys. Who you got? We're gonna start with Tim. Let's get both winners and who's gonna be in your Super Bowl.
Dang. Yeah, definitely. I'm going Patriots, the first one. If May can figure out how to work the offense against the Denver Broncos defense, I think they have a great shot at just going straight to the Super Bowl. On the Seahawks and the Rams side, I would say if the Seahawks can somehow figure out how to shut down their wide receiver core or frustrate Stafford, they might be able to work their way to the Super Bowl. And then the opposite way, I think it's going to happen. Seahawks might make their first Super Bowl in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be Seahawks, Patriots.
Tim's got Seahawks, Patriots. Mike, what you feeling?
I agree. I think everybody obviously is going to pick the Patriots on the AFC side. Shout out to Jarrett Stidham, has been in like 5 quarterback battles and never once has won the starting job. I'm tired of the hype. I don't understand it. This guy he's a journeyman. He's been on like 5 different teams and he's never started for a single one of them. All right. Stop trying to hype it up. Stop trying to think like, oh, Sean Payton's going to have him ready. Like, my brother is falling for this. He's like, no, bro, you don't understand. You don't understand. Sean Payton's a great coach. I don't care how great your coach is. This guy sucks. He's never like
1 week.
Anyways. So I got the Patriots. Now on the flip side, on the NFC side, now I've been watching these games because I need to know for next year who to look out for my Cowboys, right? So I've been watching these games and I've been scrutinizing them heavily. The Seattle Seahawks looked unbeatable against the 49ers. They looked like an absolute powerhouse. The addition of Rashid Shaheed has opened up that playbook and has opened up the field for JSN to just, run these little crosser routes and these little find the zones, right? And obviously against man, JSN is gonna win that matchup every single time. And Rashid Shaheed is good enough to get loose, here and there. The Seahawks defense looks way stronger than the Rams defense. And offensively, they're pretty even. The thing that I think will get the Rams in trouble is Sean McVay. And I was complaining about this when I lost, when I lost in my fantasy championship. But Sean McVay does not get away from the run. Never. Every single drive, every first down, he's running the ball. And this Seahawks defense is stiff, man, against the run. They're very, very good and sound defensively against the run. That front four are insane, and the linebackers are very good also. Maybe Stafford just throws for 400 and throws for 5 touchdowns. And, they really get it loose that way. I think that's going to be the key. But if that front four is getting after Stafford, man, I don't see a world where they will come out on top, especially because they've been scraping by these games. The Rams have. Like, every single game has been close so far. So I got the Seahawks and then I think the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Yeah.
Here we go. All right. So for me, what I got is undoubtedly, I'm going to start on the NFC. Let's just get it over with. I got the Patriots as well. Again, if the Patriots don't cakewalk the Broncos, there is a bigger problem at hand.
Yes.
They should cakewalk these guys, period. If you're a Patriots fan, you got reverse psychology going, you be my guest. But they should, I'm telling you straight up, they need to cakewalk this team.
Mhm.
So that's number one. Number two, for the NFC side, look, you've heard me on this show say multiple times Seattle's the best defense. And it's not even close to me. It's not even close. Now, here's what the Seahawks have going for them. They're at home. The reason that 49ers game went the way that it went is because of the first play of the game. Rashid Shaheed getting that kickoff return, forget
Huge.
about it. You open the floodgates. Seattle was roaring. There's no way Brock Purdy, because what you need to do in order to come against that, you need to go down and get 7 on that next drive. You have to. And I don't think Brock Purdy, obviously we saw, wasn't capable of doing that. And so with that said, Seattle, if they get momentum, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very difficult. But I'm going to take the Rams. I'm hoping that the Rams can get it done. I got Rams, Patriots.
Hookah.
Yep. That's the guy that you got to get going to me. Devontae
Definitely got to
Adams
sit down.
is going to get his. He's going to get it done. He's going to get nice back shoulder throws. I think Puka's the biggest thing in this game. It's not going to be Kyron Williams. It's not going to be if Blake Corum can get a touchdown. It's not going to be any of the Kobe Parkinson. You need to get Puka has to have a 12 for 225 with a touchdown. He needs that kind of game in order for the Rams to convincingly get this done. And then it's going to be Rams Patriots, and I think that's going to be a beautiful Super Bowl because it'll be the two MVPs going against each other.
It's in
Obviously.
California. Super
Yep.
Bowl's in California.
I mean, it's the way that it's supposed to be, in my opinion. But we'll have to see. Hopefully, you guys get to pick what you guys think as well, or what you're thinking with your friends and your family and the whole thing. But I wanted to finish off with this thing right here. I know we usually talk about football, but real quick, I wanted to just vomit this a little bit. I needed to get it out. Hopefully, I can get it out fast. But here we go. So, a lot of people love talking about the GOAT debate. Now, the GOAT debate is usually in every conversation, it's between LeBron and Michael Jordan. Yes, we're shifting to basketball. It's usually between those two guys, and I got an issue with that because me personally, I'm a Kobe guy. And I have a big problem with LeBron and Michael Jordan being the only ones in it. And let me tell you why. I'm going to give you 2 specific reasons why. Now, me personally, I'm on the side, me and Tim talked about it before. I'm on the side of Tim. That is generational talents, generational GOATs, which means that every single, decade, there was a guy that put on his jersey and you were afraid of that guy. In the 80s, it was 2 guys. It was Bird and Magic. In the 90s, it was MJ. The 2000s, it was Kobe. In the 2010s, it was LeBron for a short span, because then there came this guy that came to Golden State in 2015 that started getting it done. And he changed the game completely. So there's generational GOATs. But if we want to stick in this GOAT category between 2 people, let me make a case for my guy. Okay? So I got 2 points, just 2 quick points. First of all, one thing you will always hear whenever you put Kobe into it, the first thing somebody will say is what? He had Shaq. Immediately. That's the first thing everybody says. He had Shaq. Well, there's 2 points on that. First, Kobe averaged 1 less point. 1 less point in the playoff span of Kobe and Shaq together. 1 less point. Why are points the most important thing? Shaq is the center. Of course he's going to have more rebounds and blocks. Of course he is. He's supposed to. So there's that. Number 2, the guy that everybody says is the reason that Kobe won. That guy says that Kobe belongs in the GOAT debate. So everybody says he only won because of Shaq. But Shaq says that Kobe belongs in that debate. That's already case closed. We already closed the case. That should be it. That should be the end of it. He should be top 3 no matter what, period. But if you want to go even deeper, let's go just a little deeper. Ready? Here we go. So I recall this story in the Bible of the talents, the parable of the talents. One guy was given 10, one guy was given 5, one guy was given 1. The guy with 1 buried it. The guy with 5 doubled it. The guy with 10 doubled it. Boom, boom, boom. All, well done, good and faithful servant. The one that buries it, he gets spit out. He's a wicked guy or whatever. Let's not talk about the results. Let's talk about the talents real quick. LeBron James, based on the talents that he was given, and I know what people are going to say, that's not his fault. No. We're looking into it. 6'8", has unbelievable athleticism, unbelievable jumping ability. With those 3 things alone, should already be in GOAT discussion, period, by the talent alone. Michael Jordan, unbelievable vert, killer instinct. With those things, he should already be soaring. Big hands, should already be soaring in the GOAT debate. Now, what does Kobe Bryant have? Kobe Bryant had an average vertical. Average, bare minimum, he had an average vertical. What else did Kobe have? He had small hands. Small hands, way smaller than everybody else. Was Kobe 6'8"? No, 6'6". Couldn't jump out the building. Couldn't do any of the things that Michael and LeBron could do. Couldn't do any of those things. But guess what? If you were to think about it as in cars, I don't know what's the fastest car or whatever, but let's put them together, right? Michael Jordan as a Bugatti. Let's put, Mike, give me a fast car.
A Corvette.
Okay, so you got a Bugatti, you got a Corvette, and then Kobe, you got a Honda Civic.
That's so
But
great.
hold on. In this race, the Honda Civic is keeping up with the other 3. Why? Because when you get to the end of the race and you open up the hood of that Honda Civic, it's got the engine of a Bugatti. Because regardless of the talents that he was given, he drove his body like it was a Bugatti. Even though what he was given wasn't enough, he brought it to be enough. And that's why he belongs in top 3. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you think LeBron's the GOAT. I don't care if you think Jordan's the GOAT. I don't care. My guy belongs in your top 3. And if he's not top 3, guess what? You're not in a conversation with me. I shut you out completely. You don't belong in a conversation with me because my guy belongs at least number 3. For me, he's number 2, but at least number 3. That's what I got, guys. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just too passionate about it. Tim, quick thought.
Yeah.
Tell me.
I agree with your placing of Kobe at number 3. But you said the GOAT. And when I started watching basketball, that was MJ's era. And bro, the man changed the entire league, the entire world. He could say the entire world on how we looked at sports as a whole. I mean, I'm not even getting into like Nike and all the shoe deals and everything, but MJ for me is the GOAT. I mean,
100%.
if you compare, the whole competition between LeBron and MJ, like if you look at MJ being drafted and coming to Chicago Bulls, 7 years later, he has a 3-peat, right? He's already 3-peated a championship. LeBron, you talking about talents, man. I mean, they're both talented cats, but LeBron, 7 years later, where he got drafted in Cavaliers, bro, took his talents to South Beach. So, like,
Case closed.
Case closed right there, man. You got
100%.
drafted. MJ's the GOAT. I mean, he's changed, like I said, he's changed everything about basketball. He changed everything about sports as a pop culture. And Kobe. I feel like Kobe and MJ were almost neck and neck as far as skill wise. I mean, Kobe's always talked about how much he looked up to MJ and tried to practice the game after him. So for me, it's just got to be MJ, man. The man has so many championships, changed everything, and bro's the GOAT to me.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, I guess the debate for me is to me MJ's the GOAT 100%. But the debate for me is like Kobe's got to be at least in there. You know, he's got to be at least top 3 for me. But I don't know.
I mean, comparing him, saying he's a Honda Civic, bro. No. If you can yam it on somebody in their face,
Whoa.
you're athletically gifted. Good job. Congrats, bro. Because not even everyone in the NBA can do that. But when you can jump over a guy and say, hey, how my nuts smell? And then put it in his, bro.
I mean, yes, but
a Honda
everybody
Civic is crazy.
My thing is everybody who's in the NBA can do that. They can do that. They
can
have
dunk
that
the
ability.
basketball.
Yeah.
But Kobe was putting it on people.
Well, yeah,
Like
but it's just
posterizing people.
oh yes,
Mhm.
but
6'6".
not as much as LeBron or Michael could. Dude, Michael, if you watch the documentary of Michael, that guy
freak.
was jumping. He was doing a jump shot and jumping 40 feet in the air. Like, what are we talking about?
I
Like,
get
bro,
it. I get it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I didn't watch enough basketball in the 2000s. Like, I didn't. I don't know enough about Kobe's game. I know about his mentality. He probably has the best mentality out of anyone, in any sport. Like, people model their minds to be like Kobe Bryant's, which is, I think that's like, should be definitely big time talked about and revered about him. But I mean, I don't know, man. I like a lot of other people more than I like Kobe Bryant.
yeah, I don't know if I want to get upset. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Hope you've enjoyed every piece of it. And look, playoffs coming up. Look, enjoy it with the fam. Enjoy it with your friends. I know Tim's going to be excited with Cav watching that Patriots game. Go Pats, go Rams, and Matthew Stafford, let's get it done. But you've been fearlessly forecasting with the boys. Thank you so much, Tim, for joining us. It's going to be a great rest of the playoffs and a great Super Bowl too. And we'll see you guys.
Why this beat so complex?